Hello, I'm Neon Geode, and today I'm at my creative island working on something I'm very excited about. There are a couple things you need to know here. This is my creative island. It's a large mushroom island I'm planning to completely flatten and use for creative style building in my forever world. And at Minecraft Live, the Mojang team just announced a happy gas for the summer update. Um, this is a new mob that looks absolutely perfect for helping out with building tasks, and it makes it absolutely perfect for the creative island. So given that I'm going to need a base of operations and storage once the island's flattened out, I think building a mega-sized happy gas is going to be something I absolutely need on my island. All right, so let's get into this. I want to pick out a place to put the happy guest on my island. I think I want something where it's kind of the face of the guest is visible for most of the island, but not all the way at the edge. I still want it somewhat centrally located. So I'm kind of thinking, kind of looking at the island here, maybe somewhere up here. Um, yeah, maybe kind of over kind of the front of this. I do want it on a single map square. So I think let's grab that map right here and let's head out there and kind of plan out exactly where we want this to go. Um, okay. We on, there we are. Okay. So I think I want to do something like right about here maybe as let's just say right there as one corner of the gas. So I'm going to mark out that spot and then, well, let's actually dig a little hole right there to mark out that spot. I've collected a bunch of materials for this, so let me set up those materials quick. All right, so I've chosen a variety of different materials to help build out the Mega Happy Gas. Most of it, the main one being concrete. So I have three plus almost a fourth one full of white concrete powder here, which I will be turning into concrete using the water bucket here shortly, as well as a bunch more gray and light gray and red concrete that I'll be turning into, or concrete powder that I'll be turning into concrete. We have black, gray, brown, orange, and regular terracotta to make the kind of leather portion of the harness for the ghast. And then we have a bunch of regular concrete powder. I'm not going to turn this into concrete. This will be used for detailing on the ghast itself, um, glass for the glasses, and some stairs to help get in, and then a bunch of wool for the harness. And then a bunch of supplies here to help me get this thing built out. So let's grab our supplies back up, and I'm going to build a platform in the air. Okay, so I put down some scaffolding. I'm going to try to make sure that this is actually roughly the height that I want the gas to be in the air. If it's not tall enough in the air, I can build it higher. But I think that's going to be well more than tall enough. Actually, I might make it even shorter. But I realize now that I have forgotten a step. I could try to make my platform out of concrete powder. It would all fall down. So I'm going to need to turn my concrete powder into concrete. And my favorite way to do that is to just stack straight up into the air and use the water bucket to uh, turn that all into concrete. So I think that's what I'll be doing now. Okay, and you really do get a great view of the island from way up here. Definitely worth doing this. Now I'll just take my water bucket, sneak over the edge, and it'll all flow down into concrete. Let me just reclaim Reclaim. Reclaim my bucket of water, please. Why aren't we reclaiming? Technical difficulties. No? Oh boy. Oh boy. What was that all about? Alright, this is gonna be a challenge. Oh, I can get in the water stream. If I can. There we go. Back up to the top. Try to figure out why. Why can I not reclaim? Oh, there we go. What was that about? And down we go. Okay, so just like that, I think I'm done turning concrete powder into concrete. So I will put this all away and then go to sleep and we will regroup tomorrow. All right, so now that that is done, I realize I definitely should have, it took me a couple hours. I should have used like a haste beacon or maybe even put some of the concrete powder and built it in place and just turned it into concrete in place. It is a little tricky um, because I'm not because some of the concrete powder I want to keep as concrete powder. But anyway, that definitely would have saved me some time. Definitely, I built this stack up way higher than I really needed to. I'm not sure exactly the height I want to go for because I'm not sure exactly the height I want to flatten the island out to, but I think somewhere around like 120. Yeah, let's do 120. And I'm going to build out, oh, I forgot my concrete down there. I'm going to build out a square, a 30 by 30 square for the base of the happy ghast here, and then make sure that I have the positioning exactly where I want before I go back and keep building it out. So that's what I'm going to do here is grab some of the concrete for the base here, and yeah, we'll check that out. Okay, so I built my square in the sky. I've made sure it actually is 30 by 30, which is the size I was going for. And now I'm going to grab out my map and just kind of make sure I said I wanted it on all within one map. So let's just kind of make sure, yep, it's all going to be on this one map chunk. So we are good to go there. All right, I'm gonna build out the rest of this platform here and then get everything, all my supplies moved up there, and that'll be my new base of operations. So let me do that and then we'll regroup. Okay, and now I have the base made here. If you've never looked at the underside of the ghast, you'll just have to take my word for it that that's what the underside of a ghast looks like. Um, so with that done, I am going to take just one more look to make sure I have this in the place and the height that I want. And then I'm going to start building up the sides. All right, so now that I've got the 30 by 30 by 30 cube built for the body of the ghast, I'm going to fly and take a look around, make sure everything looks all right, and then I'll be coming back and adding in the tentacles. All right, so it was a bit of a pain adding the tentacles and having to build out this mess of blocks and scaffolding to make it work. This is one of the reasons I'm super excited for the Happy Ghast to actually be in the game. I could have just floated around on the Happy Ghast to build the tentacles and saved myself a ton of effort. I did add in a secret entrance to the inside of the Happy Ghast on the backside of the middle tentacle. Let's see if I can hit the landing here. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got this. We got this. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that reliably. But the next thing I'm going to be doing is adding the harness on the outside of the gas here. There are lots of good images of the harness texture on the Minecraft wiki and in the Minecraft live video. It's a 32 by 32 texture, which is why I built this whole thing the size I did. This lets me do 1 pixel equals 1 block. It's also why I sized down the Happy Guest itself to a 30 by 30 by 30 cube, is so that I could put the harness on top and have some depth in the build by having the gas 1 block smaller on each side. So let's add the harness now. All right, so I'm really excited about how this turned out. For the harness, I used blue wool and then I used different shades of terracotta for the leather, which works because all the shades of terracotta blocks have brown undertones. So I think this is going to be great as a base of operations for building more things on my creative island. I think I need to fill in this one block here. I think if you're not feeling all that creative, but you still want to build something super cool in your world without having to put too much thought into it, you can always just take something in the game, something like a chest or a crafting table are the traditional ones that people have done, or literally anything in the game, and just pull up the texture in the Minecraft wiki and build a mega-sized version of whatever it is. In a previous world I had, I took one of the huge mushrooms, one of these like red mushrooms here. Um, I took that and I built a mega version of the huge mushrooms and put it right in the center of my mushroom island. I love that. This one, I did have to plan it out a bit in creative mode to get this to work. I had to kind of choose which blocks to use for the block palette. I had to, decide how I wanted to handle the tentacles and figure out the tentacles there. But a lot of the time, you can just like with that mushroom, you can just pull up the texture and start building. So I think this is super cool. But I don't think it would be complete without also building the Ghastling to go along with the Happy Ghast. So now I'm going to do that, and we'll meet up again after. All right, so that's the happy guess and the Ghastling completed. Let me know in the comments how you think it turned out. I'm super excited to be finally making some progress on my creative island. It's always nice to have more places to build and more projects going on so that if I get bored with one thing, I can easily move on to something else. And I'm so excited about the possibilities of the happy guest when it comes to doing creative style building, but doing it right within my long-term survival world. Anyway, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.